Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Tiabu, and I am here to finish off Lodoss to Senki, Record of Lodoss War. We're on episodes 12 and 13, the final episodes of this show, and I'll be honest, I'm pretty glad that we're finishing it off. The show is interesting enough and fun enough, but it's definitely become a bit of a drag, and we've spent a lot of weeks on it in a slot on my channel that is intended to be rapidly changing, so I'm looking forward to getting back to rapidly changing things. But for now, we have a finale to watch. What's going on right now? Well, we spent a good bit of time in the last couple episodes in the Caves of Shooting Star, a gigantic red dragon. In those caves, Ashram sort of arrived first and found the Scepter of Domination, but was rapidly betrayed by a Wagnard sycophant guy who stole the scepter and jumped away and is gone. So now Wagnard has the scepter, and Ashram failed completely. Then the dragon arrives, and also Parn and his people arrive, and then we have a kind of a fight that's not really a fight, but everybody dies. Pyrotes sacrifices herself to knock Ashram out of the way of a dragon's breath incoming, and dies in the process. Ashram falls, but does not himself die. He is now heading toward Marmo to try and figure shit out, and I guess to stop Wagnard, really, which is pretty cool. Parn reawakens in a place where things are okay, gets gifted the Holy Sword, previously of King Fan of Valis, and now has that and is a super equipped Holy Warrior boy. Fuck yeah. And that's all well and good until Wagnard shows up and steals Deedlit with some super powerful magics and stuff, and just kind of bonks Parn without even a second thought. Just no, and steals Deedlit. We had a really heartfelt scene as Parn presses himself against an orb of forceful energy and lightning and stuff, and she presses herself against the inside of it, and it's very sad. But we need to go after her and save Deedlit for two reasons. One, because she's Deedlit and she deserves to be saved, and two, because if we don't save her, they're gonna use her high elfness in part of a ritual to, bring back the power of Cardis, but Wagnard wants that power for himself. He doesn't want to actually bring back Cardis. He wants just to invest himself with the power of Cardis, which doesn't seem like the kind of plan that's gonna work out, but we need to get there and stop it regardless, because it's a bad idea. Shiras and Orson take a message off to the Prince Jester of Moss, I think, going to get more recruits and reinforcements and stuff. I assume that they will probably reconverge with our party later, but maybe they're just out of the story now. I kind of doubt that. But that's the whole thing. Everything is now converging on Marmo, the deserted, cursed island. Parn has his holy sword. Everybody's heading that direction. Deedlit is in danger. Wagnard's plans are in play. Carla is doing Carla stuff, as Woodchuck, which is weird, but she's also kind of helping to stop this particular thing, so we'll see how that goes. Big fights, final battles. Let's go. Yeah, I think that's all I really want to say here at the beginning. Let's watch episode 12 of Lodoss to Senki. I've got the episode up. It's ready to go. Two versions, picture-in-picture version in the description, time-based version on YouTube, Senki thing coming at you, beep beep timer, beep beep timer. Let's go. Cool. Also, there are still a whole bunch of other dragons that we need to deal with. I didn't mention that, but there are a bunch more, and I don't know how that's going to work. Final battle, Marmo, the Dark Island. Yes, perfect. That's some final battle music. Yeah, let's go. That's a cool depiction of lightning. Loud vehicles outside. Ew. Crap. That's beautiful, but Deedlit, no! I don't know if you will, dude. Mostly because Parton's gonna fucking arrive and beat your ass! We'll see, maybe. Deedlit, no! God, creepy Spock. Oh, that's a big dragon. This music, though. That is a... Oh my god, that's a big dragon. And we go deeper. Fight, Deedlit! Fight, Parn! Makes sense. Damn it. And just endless hordes. So Parn, Eto, Slain, and Lelia. Okay. Ooh, are those ships? That's sick. This is the actual force, right? I mean, yeah, that's one way to look at it. Yeah, I agree with that. Doomed. Doomed. Hmm. What do you sense, Kashu? Is that a sea serpent or a sea dragon? I think it's a dragon. Nope. What the fuck? Wow. Straight off an old map. Go fight that thing. Holy... Oh! Who dat? Oh, it's Prince! They did the thing! Sick. Alright, Jester. Air support. Awesome. Okay, okay. Oh. Love the color. Always shirts. It's always shirts. Jesus. Oh, Ashram? Ashram! What's up, buddy? Oh, not happy. Oh, hi. Are you gonna try and fight Ashram? That's not a good idea. Yeah. Hmm. Fight, Deedlit, fight. God, they have been going down deep. Oh, that's so good! The shot from inside the gargoyle's face. That's so smart. Oh. Oh. I don't know what that was, but I don't like it. I don't like it very much. Land ho. Hmm. I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to mean, but that's okay. Parn cutting a path. All right, Parn. Onward. Oh, god damn it. Slain? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Now we gotta deal with the dragon. Oh! There's another dragon! That's... That's bad. That's really bad. Oh, hi. Wart. You actually gonna get involved, Wart? The ritual. We gotta go. But... Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. The land itself being torn apart by... I mean, you're awakening the goddess of destruction. That makes sense. Oh. Also that. If Narcissus shown himself, then what? The ritual is underway. Hmm. 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 An opening to the ritual down below? Yep, we gotta go. Whoa, okay, just got a sense of scale. Like a tree of stone, almost? That's awesome. Whoa. Oh, down there. It's happening. What happens to them as they... Oh, never mind. Okay, wow, yep, uh-huh. So, one pillar at a time, so we have a countdown. Terrifying. Creepy goopy stuff. But what does it mean? What? Ah! Oh. That's really gross. No. Yay. Okay. You're a beast slain. I love you. Get going. I hope that they end up okay. Because that would be some bullshit if they don't. But what is that monster? That thing's horrifying. Yeah, how do we fight that thing? It's so big. It's so big. No, let's go, Orson. Ah, no, it's not. He's a berserker. Oh. Is it coming to help? Oh, okay. I I really am kind of lost on which dragons are good and which dragons are bad. But hey, we got a good dragon. Let's go. Jesus. Can we get a dogfight between dragons? Because that sounds awesome. Oh, hi, Carla. Okay. But won't Cardus's resurrection innately cause that destruction? She's the goddess of madness and destruction, right? Oh my god, they are almost done. Ooh. Oh. Hello. My own legs, motherfucker. Also Pyrotess. I believe that. I'm not the one who has to control the power of the god. The god is the power. What? I don't. Okay. Oh, spooky ghosts. Uh-oh. And we left behind... Oh, no, wait. We've got Eto. We're fine. Holy swords help, too. They don't help that much. Oh, wow. What the fuck is that? That's super cool. All right. One by one. Go, Parn. Go. Okay. Until the point where it's just Parn, Wagnard, Ashram, and Deedlit down there. Ooh. Mm. Save the cheerleader, save the world. Yeah, they're drawing Parn with a little bit more to his face now. He's grown up a little. Gosh, that thing is terrifying. Blast it to hell, Eto. Blast it to hell. If... Hmm. Whoa. It's getting real close to bad times. At this point, I'm fully rooting for Ashram. Let's go, Ashram. Oh, Deedlit, what are you gonna do? What can you do? It's at the end. Ah! Okay. Okay. Wow. It's actually kind of tense, and I'm happy about that. All right, dragon battles, ship fights, giant sea serpents, lightning and terror, cutting swaths through hordes of enemies, exploring ancient ruins, cool lighting, gigantic scale, scope, bringing back gods with crazy rituals. We actually get to see crazy rituals where people are sacrificing themselves to bring back the power of a goddess of destruction. That's awesome. Also, every trick and trap possible, giant monsters made of slime with tentacles that attack us, and so we have to cut away our whole party one by one by one by one until it's just Parn heading down into the depths. Yeah. Yeah, this is the shit that we've been waiting for, man. Also, throughout the episode, tons of landscapes, different color work. Like there are a bunch of sequences where characters are fully colored. A bunch of like blue sequences of Parn, and like that bluish sequence of Orson and stuff. Lots of like creative lighting because of circumstance, because of what's going on around them. Or many of the scenes where they're actually doing the ritual thing are bathed in this pink or red light as energy flows around and becomes crazy and magical and wow. This is pretty sick. This is pretty cool. Um, let's see. Let's see. Highlights, roses and thorns for the episode. God, that dragon is so big. I love the designs of the dragons in this show. They're not quite what I would expect from dragon designs, especially like in how elongated their snouts are. The way that I see a lot of depictions of dragons are more like realistic creatures. These just throw that out the window and go for pure size and scale and monstrosity and horror with the like anglerfish monster teeth all over the place and the slim snout, but the gigantic body and wings. It's freaking awesome, man. That's how I want dragons to be. That's one of the things that has been, like, the best about this show is that dragons are fucking scary, and these are big fucking dragons. Also, I really like this whole sequence. It reminds me of some Pirates of the Caribbean-y type of scenes. Just the tension and the feeling of being a fleet of ships going through a fog has something innately interesting to it. And I like Shadam, and I like his interactions with Kashu, and the whole like, oh yes, we might be going to face a god. At least it'll be a worthy foe for our last fight. Yes, yes indeed. Oh, it's so I love it. I love it. I love it. I love them. This thing is horrifying, and this whole sequence is great. Arrows don't work. This thing's gigantic. It wraps up their ships, and we demonstrate its scale by showing just like parts of it, right? Just little bits of it wrapping itself around a gigantic ship. Not a boat, a ship. And it is just destroying them until Orson and people arrive. So yeah, no, Orson and Shirts are back in it and heading this direction. They did their thing. That's great. We even give a justification for why a berserker with no attachments would actually care about a dark goddess being reborn. Well, maybe it'll cause the spirit that inhabits me to fully take over and go crazy. And I don't want that, so I'll come help. Awesome. Everybody has their reasons. And then there's Ashram. What is Ashram's reason? He mad. I think that's what Ashram's reason is at this point. He fucking mad. Wagnard has screwed him over a lot. He lost Pyrotes. He lost everything. Now his own armies are being sent against him, and Wagnard is attempting to seize ultimate power for himself. We try to be artsy with some of these reflected things. I don't really have a solid interpretation of that, but it is artsy, and so it's artsy. Yay. It's how deep do they go into this place? They go so deep down. We see some of these scenes in the scale of the ruins and locations that they're going through. It's deep. I super duper 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 love this shot. Just that we switch to the inside of the gargoyle's eyes, or whatever it is, the skull thing's eyes, before wraiths and spirits begin to pour out of them. And I don't know what's going on here. They are pouring into Deedlit, and that seems real gross to me. The animation on it is really cool, though. It's like flowing water. But I don't like it. Actually, all of the animation around the smoky, ghosty things is pretty freaking neat. That's pretty freaking neat. Credit where credit is due. And so we've set up this this situation and this area that we have to get to, and a battle that can commence there. Wart finally starts to do something, which in this case I think is just teleporting to where Carla is and asking her some questions, which isn't a lot, but it's something, I guess. Maybe. And we peel off all of our potential helpers, all of our characters. This location kind of boggles my mind. Like, what even is this? It's like a tree of stalactites and stone. It's crazy, with this big altar down below and all these pillars to mark the passage of the ritual. Super cool. Oh, yeah, I want to see the cut. We do reuse it, but I want to see the initial cut of this guy just turning into goop. Oh. Whoa. Yikes. And poor Deedlit has been fully damselized. It is what it is. This thing, what is this even supposed to be? A shambling mound? A rope? It's not a roper. What even is this thing? I don't know. I'd kind of like to know. It seems like a really cool bad guy. I'm just gonna Google giant green tentacle monster D&D and see if I can find anything. Be right back. Ooh, maybe it's a carrion crawler. That would actually make sense. That's a monster that's been around since 1st edition. Carnivore, average length 15 feet, average weight 800 pounds, lots of tentacles, big monster claws and teeth and things. Yeah, maybe. I don't know about the whole, like, it uses its goop for reasons thing, but yeah, maybe. Something like that. Regardless, that's a terrifying monster, and it moves real spooky, and I don't like it, but I like that I don't like it. That's the point. It's a giant monster. So we peel off Slane and Lelia, and they're like, yeah, we got this. Go ahead. I hope that they survive that, because I like them, and I like them being together, and it's really cute. Gold Dragon arrives, and again, there's no clear distinction between which dragons are good and which dragons are bad, so it's just like, oh, no, oh, okay, I guess this is all right. Just didn't have this sort of weight of like, oh, we're saved, the dragon is here, even though it is a gold dragon. It does look pretty freaking majestic, though. Gosh, they nail some of the scale of this dragon moving. They don't do like beastie wing flaps or anything like that, but just the shuddering scale of it taking off is pretty cool. And we don't really get a dragon battle, which is unfortunate, but I'm okay with that because other things are going on. Namely, Ostrom is back, and Ostrom is here to say, you're overstepping, Wagnard, and I'm going to stop you. That's pretty fucking cool. I don't know what this line means. Unfortunately for you, I'm not the one who has to control it. Cardis is. What does the powers of the gods beyond how a man should know his limits? Unfortunately for you, I'm not the one who has to control the power of the goddess that I'm letting free. Cardis, the goddess that I'm letting free, is what? I don't get it. And I fully will admit that I do not get it. Ghosts occur. Obviously, we leave our priest to handle the ghosts. Can I just mention that the design of this ghost is freaking cool? Look at that. It's got the horns and the monster thing, and it's like a pit fiend ghost. It's terrifying, and I like it. Lots of cool effects animation. Multiple instances through the episode, I was like, huh, that's really a really interesting way of drawing lightning. At the very beginning and a bit later, some of the lightning is really interestingly drawn. Not enough to go and really get it, and find it again, but enough to make note of. And then there's stuff like this. Like Parn's face feels, and I don't know exactly what is doing this, but Parn feels more rugged here. I think part of it is this shadow around his chin and the way that it's drawn, but he feels a little bit more aged, a little bit less of a kid, a little bit more hardened going into this fight. And I think that's good. I think that's necessary. That's cool. So, gonna go save your girl? Gonna go save that high elf? You'd better. Also, I love the lighting on this scene. Look at that. That's pretty neat. And cut to red. And Ashram fights. But, just barely. Just barely. I do love the design of this, like, rippling, I guess, shield that's around him. That's really cool looking. Arrgh, more evil. Must have more evil. And Deedlit is struggling to hold on to herself, apologizing to Parn. This is some of that lightning. This one looks a little bit different than the rest. But there is a whole lot of it. And that's kind of cool. Also, the black lightning coming up, I guess, around Ashram? I'm uncertain. Still, super duper cool. I thought the Deedlit was gonna, like, magic something to help Ashram for a second. That could have been really neat, but no, she is fully weakened at the moment, so maybe not gonna happen. Awesome. I actually really like this episode in terms of setting up a bunch of stuff to happen and bad things are happening and a lot of villainous perspective and getting to see what the villains are up to. As mostly our characters hack and slash their way forward to get to the place and to get Parn to the place to deliver our hero to the heroic location where he has to do the heroism. That's still pretty cool. I still like it. We got dragon battles and stuff. I can't complain. Cool. I'm gonna wrap there and move to the next and final episode. See you in a moment. Peace. All right, we're back. It's finale time. Will Parn save the day, or will Ashram save the day? Well, I think the day will probably be saved, and then also will Deedlit be saved? Because probably. But how? And will it be cool? Is it going to be awesome? I certainly hope so. Let's watch the episode and find out. Beep beep timer. The burning that doesn't sound like victory. Parn? Parn. Keep running. Uh-oh. Wow. A freaking grin, Ashram? My boy. Well. Hmm. And the ritual's still going. Shit. Oh. Ashram, be a hero! Fucking badass. Wait. The blades drawn to each other? Yeah, man. Yeah, he's still alive. Ooh, dragon fight. Oh, it's the same cut. Okay. Ah. Never mind, I don't like the dragon fight. What is that? Oh. Awakening all the others? Hmm. Oh, hi. Why the cut. Going off to help in the middle of the dragon fight? Oh. Okay. Still more. Oh. Oh, that's real bad. Don't give in to the Reaper. I hope Shaddam survives. You gonna help? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hi, Ashram. Hello. Uh-oh. Yeah, what happens if the two swords are used together or something like that, right? I don't let him cast that. Alright, he cast that. Two swords. No, it isn't. No, it isn't, Parn. Shit. That was the biggest no you that I have. Oh my god. And it's not gonna work. Fuck. Already? Oh, you were just a tool. That's worse though, right? That means Cardus comes back. Whoa. That's very flickery. Bye? Uh-oh. It's not over. Okay, okay, okay. No. No. No, Ashram, no. Don't. You're gonna stand against Parton right now? Ashram, really? Come on, Ashram. Hmm. Hmm. Ashram's really gonna stand here. Why, man? Yeah. Yeah. He's just mad. God damn it. Alright. Okay, so you get dragged down by... by evil itself. Or not. That is not something you want to see. Oh, God! Spock, no! Parn. I know you hate him. Parn. He let the sword go. And he dies in the process. Okay, good. Ooh, we get that kind of a shot for him. Hmm. Somebody cut this guy's tongue out, please. Yay? Parn? Parn, you're literally the only person who could do anything. I don't know what you're supposed to do, but you need to do it right now. Oh. 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 The sword stayed. Parn, go get the other sword. Both swords, light and darkness, one in each hand. Hero choosing the destiny is balance. Okay, cool. Please tell me that's how this goes. That would make so much sense. Go pick up the other sword! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's that shit. Ignore that. Go save the girl. Pardon? Go save the girl. That's not what heroes do. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that's a little bit more of the dragon fight I was hoping for. Wow. Toasted. Okay, it's not that easy. Got it. Right. Are all the undead gonna fall over? No. Yes! It seems that way. And it all ends, I suppose. Hey. Hey. Classic cover of movie sort of shot. Also some nibble. Okay. Oh, wow. Heroes. Yay. Hi, Fiona. Yeah. Yeah. Faux show. And Parton became the king of the world because that's what happens. No, I doubt it. But a dope-ass knight for sure. Is he gonna be a dual wielder forever now? That's kind of awesome too. The suit of armor. Will he actually wear them though? Tell me he's hanging out with Deedlit somewhere pretty. That's not the holy sword though, right? Deedlit. Yay! Yay. Off to venture the wide world beyond. Also, can we get a kiss or something? Little hug or something? Anything. Just that's good. I'm good with that. That's all I need. Deedlit looking real cute. That's all I need. I'm done. I'm good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. When they're needed. Do they have their fingers interlocked over there? Yeah. Aha. Aha. Couple minutes left. A little bit of stuff. Oh, Gim's axe. Yeah. A little epilogue. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Balance. Oh, it's this shot. Oh, this is a different version of the OP on cello. That's great. Yeah. I actually really like this composition. And I don't know shit about composition, I just like it a lot. Oh, hi, my son. Hmm. And that is the full end. Okay. I thought we might get a little like explanation of what happens to everybody at the end, you know? But no. That's okay with me. Ah. Well, this is a story that has, I think, a lot of problems to it, and a lot of those come from being an adaptation of a D&D-averse that's made for players to play through and not so much to be a story for people to witness. But with all of that, and with some caveats that are kind of goofy, I think they kind of stuck the landing pretty freaking well. Now, I don't love the idea that Ashram just is like, yeah, darkness, woo. But I do genuinely love the idea that we've got these two swords that are emblematic of two incomplete perspectives, right? We've got the perspective of the holy order of holy knights who are way too holy, and we've got the perspective of the darkness that's so dark it's real edgy. And neither of them can see eye to eye and fix anything, and they are destined to clash and fight until one person takes up the mantle of both. I think that's a pretty archetypal story and not a bad one. It's one that I agree with. I mean, it's effectively grasping both the powers of ruin and preservation at the same time and becoming harmony. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, and if you don't, that's okay. But I like to bring it there is reasonable, I think, as a way of doing this story. Parn gets to save the girl, as we expected. There was a bit of a moment in the tension of him with the two blades where I wondered if he would. Which is kind of crazy that actually even crossed my mind as a thought of like, wow, what if he actually can't save her? And what if Deedlit has to die? That would be crazy. That would be super duper 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 crazy. But no, we got to stop the ritual, stop Cardus from reemerging, etc. I have to think more about Carla's part in this. Somebody put a great comment on a previous video, calling me out on totally not understanding who Carla is and what she's about. But I'll have to think about that, because she seems, or they seem, pleased by this outcome. This seems to be one of the goal states. The gambling has paid off, and that's interesting. I kind of thought that we were going to do something with Ashram where he recognizes that Deedlit is to Parn as Pyrotes was to him, and has that like moment of empathy and understanding someone else's plight. I think it would have been just as cool if the two of them had, like, instead of Ashram has to die and it's all on Parn, we've built this like character arc into who Ashram is, and for him to come to the end here and not change and just be like, this is fate, darkness versus light, let's go, we'll just continue the same struggle that's been going on, is kind of it. I wish there was more to it because I like Ashram. And maybe that's an unfortunate thing about making villains who are a little bit likable, because Ashram is a little bit likable. I don't know, I feel like it would be really cool if they just like they stab Wagnard together, they stab Evil Spock together, and then something happens between the blades and they're both like, what the fuck was that? Something interesting. I don't know. But no, it goes the way that it goes, and I'm okay with the way that it has gone. Um, I am. There are some real wonderfully goofy fucking things, though. The legit unadulterated, completely out of the blue fucking Ashram is no, I am actually behind you. Fool, this is the end for you. And just fully, like... Oh, wow, that's the English. I don't want that. I don't want that. That makes it worse. No. Yeah. This is the... Oh, no, I skipped in a direction. Oh, no. Where did it go? Yeah. Fool, this is the end. Wow. That is a goofy moment. I mean, I don't dislike it, but gosh, that is a goofy moment. And of course, it doesn't work. But bad things happen and he kind of melts. This whole scene is really crazy. I guess it's just because of the flickering in the background that it looks so weird. Interesting. And then he just drops. He's just gone. But he's not. He'll be back. Scenes of Parn running toward Deedlit are good and heartfelt, and honestly, I do believe that we're in a collapsing place and everything is turmoil and hell and it's bad. I do believe it. It manages to make that happen. And then we have Ashram standing in our way. Why, man? Why? Why must we fight? At least Parn does ask that question. He's like, why, Ashram? Why must we fight here? Can't we just deal with this issue on our... Nope. This is fate. This is destiny. This is how it is meant to be. My purpose is to preserve Lodoss. Gambling with these two. And we know that she is. She's been appearing to both Parn and to Ashram, leading them toward this location. The problem, I think that the problem is that destiny in an authored piece is always a little suspect. It's always like, oh, the character is going this direction and will end up there. So it's like destiny as a concept in the real world is something that feels more spiritual than that. But in a book, it's just, this is where the character is going, and so I tell you that this is their destiny. They're the chosen one. And that is an element that I've heard as a complaint about Record of Lodoss War, that it seems like the whole story is organized to make Parn into a hero, and maybe he's not worthy of that. It's fine. That's fine. I agree to an extent. I kind of wish that Ashram had become the hero, man. That would have been really cool, and I wouldn't have seen that coming at all. Oh, but no. There are some cool fighting sequences. Just little bits and pieces. And there's a lot of emphasis on Parn's hair motion throughout this episode, in ways that it kinda wasn't before. There are also an inordinate number of little twists and turns, and like, oh, we're winning, oh, we're not, oh, we're not winning, oh, we are, okay. It gets a little bit, I guess draining would be the word, to kind of be jerked around emotionally in ways that don't actually end up mattering by the story. And this is less of an indictment of this episode and more a criticism of the entirety of Record of Lodoss War as a show. A lot of things, and obviously maybe it's on me and I'm just not making sense of things, but a lot of things just sort of happen and then we move past them and then more things happen. And again, that's partly structural, partly because of the source material of this story. It's not a super good story, really. It's a fun anime though. I think that's the distinction that I want to point out or express, is that this is a pretty fun anime. The story behind it is a little bit wishy-washy. It doesn't quite mesh together in ways that I would like it to. And for some people it does. And for some people really freaking love this thing and they love everything about it and it can do no wrong, and that's totally fine. But I definitely find myself being battered around emotionally by this show. And some of that is like these sequences that are really cool and lots of lightning effects and stuff as they battle with Ashram and things continue to happen badly and scarily. Oh no. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Okay. Dragon fight. I I understand why it's the way that it is, right? They've drawn these incredibly detailed, beautiful drawings of wildly different from my normal imagination of dragons. They've drawn these beautiful creatures, and horrifying creatures. The problem is it's real hard to animate something like that. We got that bit in the first episode of that dragon being fully animated and like moving around, and that primed me to hope for that kind of motion and quality and fluidity in the scale of these larger dragons. And I think that that could be really awesome if you have the staff and time and ability to actually draw that stuff out. But I can imagine that actually doing scenes that are not effectively still frames, because these are all effectively still frames, right? This is a still frame, this is a still frame, this is a still frame that's panning, sliding over across us, with bits and pieces in between and some blood flow and stuff, but they're all effectively still frames. To actually make those dragons, like, flapping their wings and sinuously fighting each other and, like, wrapping around each other and biting and throwing fire, well, it's a lot of work. But one can dream. One can dream of a day when that kind of animation will happen. No, it never gonna be that way. It's unfortunate. I just think, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think dragons are really freaking cool, and while the designs of the dragons in this show are really freaking cool, the thing that makes dragons even cooler is the way that they move, because they're cat-like or snake-like, they've got there's stuff to the way that they move, there's character to it, and we just lose all of that when you have sliding still frames, which is really unfortunate. Undead gnolls and I guess kobolds, not gnolls, and stuff. Yay, fighting. So everybody gets a chance to do something, but Parn gets the main event, if you will. Oh, gosh. Wagnard the Magic Man. He's a big, scary Magic Man, until he gets sliced up, and even then, he's an even scarier Magic Man, and that really sucks. Not as much as it sucks to see Ashram and Parn trying to kill each other again. Really blows. But it is what it is. Fate and destiny, I suppose. Gotta mention this moment. You impale your enemy and he just cackles. No. Big scary. I don't like that at all. But I am gonna use it, because that's scary enough as a moment that I'm gonna definitely use that. We get this shot for Ashram, his last one before he's swallowed up by the earth below. It's a good shot. And he's reaching towards something at his last moment, right? Yeah. The scepter destroyed. No one will be able to control Cardis. Yikes. I don't see that as a good idea, but so be it. And we leave the sword for Parn to pick it up, to carry the burden and the responsibility of both darkness and light, and to find balance. And also tons of power that he can use to save the thing. Okay, then there are just a couple of little cuts of fully animated dragon stuff, and they're the coolest fucking thing in the entire show. Look at that gold dragon rearing back. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at the intricacy of the shadows and stuff. This is awesome. If only the whole fight were like this. But then, I'm consigning a bunch of animators to spend way too much time making the whole fight like this to do that. So it's understandable. Still, would have been really cool. Not that easy. Boom. Tides turn against us. But Parn wins. Yay! And then we get to celebrate, and off Parn goes with Deedlit to go wander the wastes together and fall in love, as they damn well should and damn well deserve. Hell yeah. And we get a little cute moment between them, and her eyes go from where they were to this really cool sparkly thing, right? Ding! Right there. Aww, Deedlit. Aww, jumping on top, on the same horse. And then these two, they've got their fingers intertwined. He's got his hand on her shoulder, and she's doing the cute thing, like the thing, yeah. It's a pretty cute ending. It's a good ending. A happy ending. I also love this shot. It's so cool. So, Record of Lodoss War. These 13 episodes, wait, 13, 12 episodes, 13 episodes have been a significantly mixed bag. There's a lot of interesting and fun stuff to it, especially for the time that it came out. And there's also a lot of stuff that's just kind of like, okay, it's happening. This is a show that exists and it's occurring and things are happening and this is the way it's going to go, I guess. Okay. I guess in sort of the same way that Light and Darkness at the end balance out, the light and darkness within the production of this show kind of balance out too. And there are enough cool things and fun ideas to offset anything that I find gripes with, and likewise, there are enough things to gripe about that I can't say wholeheartedly that I love this show or anything like that. I do love elements of it. Deedlit is a hell of a waifu character, even if she spends the last half of the show being pretty much damselized the whole time. Parn is fighter man. He's just not that interesting as a character. Gim is pretty interesting as a character, the self-sacrificing dwarf who fails in his quest. Orson and Shirts have some stuff to them. Slane is a badass wizard, and I'll give him credit for that. I don't feel like we got to know or see enough of Eto to really know. And Ashram, that villain guy, is a real fun villain anti-hero type character. Wagnard's a bit of an evil Spock with a mustache troll, haha, bring back gods of evil, because Carla is an interesting wrinkle into the mix and is genuinely scary and intriguing. I don't really get Wart's deal, but he exists. And on top of all of that, there's really cool background art, a number of really cool cuts all throughout the episodes, just scattered throughout, not well, everywhere. Some great character designs and some great ideas. And some bad ideas, but some great ideas. So it's all a mixed bag. What do I think about this show? I don't know. I feel like you gotta ask me about specific elements of it. If you ask me about specific elements of, like, the way that the story ends, there are things that I like there and there are things that I don't like there. If you ask me about certain characters and the way that they act and whether I find them believable or interesting, or whether they allow me to like put myself in their shoes and explore parts of myself or parts of the human experience that I wouldn't have otherwise, yeah, some of them do, but most of the characters aren't super intensely deep. So there's a lot to like about this show, but there's also a lot to find lacking in it. And I think that's an okay way to leave off and an okay takeaway from it. This is an interesting piece of media that I'm glad to have watched. I don't know if it was worth 7 or 8 weeks to watch the whole thing compared to going and watching like 7 or 8 different OVAs from across the board that give a much wider array of stories and types of animation and types of art and types of expression. But I chose this journey, and I'm okay with that. I accept what we've experienced, and it was pretty good. Pretty enjoyable. I've had a good time with it, and that's most of what matters, I suppose. Okay, I think with that, I'm going to wrap, finally, on Record of Lodoss War. I've been Tiabu, this has been that. I hope you've enjoyed it as much or more than I have. If you grew up with this thing, then you are probably fully in it, and that's totally cool. Passion for things is awesome, even if other people don't see what you're being passionate about. You can explain that, and maybe that'll help me understand better. Regardless, we're going to wrap Lodoss there. I don't know what we're going to watch next week. I'm thinking maybe instead of jumping off of Lodoss War to something similar, because we've been on Lodoss War for so long, maybe looking towards something more grounded, more realistic, kind of in the way that the Patlabor series and films are more grounded in our world. But I don't know what I would choose for that. So I will scroll through some lists that have been sent to me by some people and look at a bunch of OVAs, and we'll come up with something to watch next week. For now, I've been Tiabu. This has been Record of Lodoss War. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope to catch you next week for something different. I'll see you there. Peace.